Good morning, YouTubers, friends, followers, subscribers, and Trevorites. But mainly good morning to the subscribers, because you're the ones that keep the channel growing. Also want to give a bit of a shout out this morning to my lovers and haters, wasted spacers, chicken chasers, YouTube creators, master bakers. Yes, if you're watching this video right now and you've not yet subscribed, why not? It's free, unless you want to help me out through PayPal. Anyway, what's happening this morning then? Yes, it's late. I think today's my last day. Maybe tomorrow will be my last day having a lie-in before I go back to doing father duties. Yes, daddy duties. Yes, indeed. Yeah. I was happy yesterday. My son arrived back from his trip in Paris. He came, well, they went shopping to Tesco's before they got home to get food, clearly. And then they came to my house. Not the ex-wife. She stayed home doing the washing and stuff, getting things unpacked. But Sebastian came, had my hug. He gave me a fridge magnet saying Paris on it with the Eiffel Tower and stuff. And yes, it went pride of place on the fridge. And then he took Zeus away from me. He must have missed Zeus. But yeah, the emails kept flooding in yesterday. There's a few issues going on in the background which I'm staying out of. I've learnt from my mistakes in the past that when two YouTubers are at each other's throat and they're both asking you, Trevor, what do you think? Trevor, what do you think? My thing now is I think you need to sort it out. Because in the past, when I got involved and tried to stop things, I ended up becoming the bad guy. So I just don't do it now. I ignore it and move on. Right. Thank you to everyone so far, those of you that have left a review on Amazon for my book Exploitation. There's now 36 reviews on there, 35 5-star reviews and 1 4-star. Happy with that. Listen, even if you didn't like the book, all I ask is, even if you didn't like it, still leave a review and explain why you didn't like it. And I can learn from it, you know. Every day's a learning day. Every day's a school day. Right, the news. Listen, everyone knows I have a paddleboard. Me and my son, we go paddleboarding. And we enjoy it. We haven't done it this year so far yet. We are, once the weather's, if it keeps, I guess we could do it. But if you are going to paddleboard, use common sense. Because at the weekend, believe it or not, I've got an itchy eye here. At the weekend, the Coast Guard was called out. Helicopters were in the air. Boats were sent out to try and find a paddleboarder who decided to go paddleboarding. He was found just under 4 miles off the Dorset coast. Get a brain cell. Get a brain cell. Ban him. If you're going to be that stupid, then you shouldn't be allowed out on the ocean. You really are. But then there's a flip side of it. I'm really glad that the actual Coast Guard was used to rescue a UK citizen this time. So in the other thing, well done, Coast Guards. Well done. Yes. Stupidity, putting your life in danger for something, for a bit of fun. Then again, people throw themselves off a bungee rope, don't they? So, yes. Anyway, what else is happening? The former Chancellor, can't remember his name, if I'm honest. I can't pronounce it. I don't want to sound racist. Is it Sajid Javid? I don't know. Well, the former Chancellor, Sajid Javid, has said that he believes that the amount of MPs in the House of Commons should be halved. Get rid of half the MPs. But then the half that remain should be paid double. That's his thought process. I'm going to be honest. I think there should be 2 MPs for each county. In Essex, 2 MPs, making a male and a female, just to keep things right. In Kent, a male and a female. In Suffolk, a male and a female. In Sussex, a male and a female. That's all we need. We don't need 500 of them. We really don't. We don't. Let's just cut them down. But in a world of wokery, which I don't conform to, as you probably are aware. I don't conform to wokery. No, it's way down my list amongst shit. Yeah, right down there. Right. So the Bank of England, who are now being investigated, and the consortium of banks which are now being investigated by an independent committee, which is going to make sure that banks cannot kick you out for political reasons. Just because you believe in something doesn't mean your bank account can be shut and you can be cancelled. So I just hope now that because it happened to Nigel and they're now investigating it, I hope that Katie Hopkins gets her bank account back. Whether you like her or not, she should get sorted. Tommy Robinson, whether you like him or not, he's another guy that should have his bank account back. Yes, stop cancelling people just because you don't believe in what they think. Talking of believing what you think, Bank of England are now being criticised because they have made a statement to say people of any gender can get pregnant. I don't even know why the Bank of England are making such a statement. Just keep my money safe and shut the hell up. No one cares about what you think in the bank. No one goes in to chat to you. We go in to get our money. We don't want this idle chit-chat bullshit at the counter. We just want you to give us our money and let us go, okay? There's nothing worse than going into a bank and being behind someone in the queue and Stacey, the bank manager, or John, keep it right, is going, oh, it's lovely weather here tonight. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, we haven't had weather. I'm like, whoa, hello, I'm in the queue here. I don't give a fuck about the weather. Can you just let him go and let me get my money? Nobody cares. You mean, they don't do it in Tesco's, do they? In Tesco's, they avoid customers. They just stand chatting amongst themselves until the red light flashes and you need someone to come and type in their code and go, There we go. What else? Right. We have all had enough of protests. We've all had enough of strikes. We've all had enough of Just Stop Oil. We don't like Just Stop Oil. We're all complaining about Just Stop Oil. Someone needs to stop them. Someone needs to search them. Well, that's what's happening at Wimbledon right now. Yes, they've stepped up to the plate and they're searching every bag that goes through those gates into Wimbledon and they're making sure nothing gets through there. Nothing. Just Stop Oil don't have a chance. But now, the flip side of it, fans are complaining. I can't believe we're having to stand in a queue while people get searched. It's terrible. I've been in this queue for 4 hours. Listen, you knew what to expect. If you don't like it, don't go. But stop your bitching. They're doing their job. They're searching it. If they let you through quickly, with a little pat down and a scan and you throw, and then someone runs onto the court and throws orange powder everywhere, you will be bitching and complaining. Why didn't they get searched? Stop moaning and let people do their job. Jesus. And here's a bit of statistics for you out today. Listen to this. Half of all women that had crimes against them last year didn't bother to report it. Now, I want to work that out. Half of women that had crimes committed against them didn't bother to report it last year because they felt the police weren't trustworthy. Now, I want to put my big boy's pants on now and think about this. Half of all crimes last year weren't reported. How do they know how many crimes weren't reported? How do they know that half of crimes weren't reported? If you didn't report it, there should be no statistics to say that it wasn't reported. So I don't know who does these polls and who does this bullshit and puts it out in the media. Half of crimes were not reported. That doesn't even make sense. What? Anyway, people, listen. I'm going to go and have a relaxing day today. I was waiting on my author's copies of my hardback book arriving from the publisher. I got an email today to say that they're going to send them out. However, yesterday, I was like at my wit's end because I promised to give some of these hardbacks out to great individuals. And they hadn't arrived. So yesterday, I actually bought my own book in hardback from Amazon yesterday so I could sign it and give it to someone. That's how low we have stooped. And I'm going to leave one thing to cheer you up. A gentleman, that's all I'm going to say, on Twitter, who was on the Harry and Meghan Netflix documentary, whose job it was allegedly to stop misinformation, has had his accounts bot Senatol and Spoutable suspended on Twitter by Elon Musk. What comes around goes around, eh? What's good for the goose is good for the gander, as they say. Well, people, listen, have a great day. Thanks for supporting my channel here. It means a lot. For those who have been asking me where Jason is, I believe today he's in Belgium. Not yesterday he arrived in Belgium, the day before he was in Paris. He's now in Belgium. He's doing a little tour. He's travelling around Europe having living his best life. Yeah. So before I go, one last thing. If you have read Exploitation or my first book, First Into Science, whether you liked it or not, please remember to go onto Amazon and leave a review. Because the more reviews there's there, the higher up the search profile it goes, and it gets recommended to people on your emails. So that's why I say it. Have a great day, everyone, and stay safe.